Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of KitMaker Network and Aeroscale and Armorama.com, and welcome to another episode of Cracking the Box. I mentioned those sites because we probably will feature this on Armorama, being that it's a 1/35th scale kit, and if it would obviously gel in well with potential other 1/35th scale armor releases or military release models. This is the Trumpeter AS365-N2 Dolphin 2. Now, I have no personal knowledge of this helicopter. I am not an expert. I am basically just going to show you what is in the box. If you are looking for an expert review of this kit, this video will not be an expert review. Just want to put that out there right here at the start, in case you're coming to this, coming to our videos new, and this is maybe the first one you've watched. Basically, what I'm trying to do with these videos is just show people what's in the box, as well as giving them in-depth close-up photos of the parts, so you can kind of see it yourself without really having me kind of pretend to be an expert. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to infer that other people out there are pretending to be experts when they review kits. I'm just saying that I'm not. So, but I could fake it if I had to, but I'm not going to. So this kit is a very large box. It is obviously the assembled size is 372 millimeters, rotor diameter 301 millimeters, and 330 plus pieces. This is Trumpeter kit 05106, and again it's 1/35th scale, in case you didn't hear me say that right off the bat. I can read the side here and to give you some info on this heli if you do not know about it. It is a Eurocopter SA365-AS 365 Dolphin, a Dolphin. Now, Dolphin, if I'm not wrong, in Spanish, doesn't that mean prince? So does the word prince mean dolphin in English? Like, did we name the dolphin after, is it basically the French named the dolphin and it's named Prince, like a fish named Prince? Okay, I don't know. I'm just, these are the little ramblings I do while I do these. So it is a medium weight multi-purpose twin engine helicopter, originally manufactured by Aerospatiale, later by Eurocopter, now Airbus Helicopters. Several major variations of the Dolphin have been developed and entered production, including the military-oriented Eurocopter Panther, the MH65 Dolphin, the Chinese-produced Harbin Z9, and the improved Eurocopter EC155. I think this is probably why we're seeing the kit from Trumpeter, just a guess. But so this is the much improved version of the Dolphin 2, first prototype flying on March 31st. March 30th, I can't, this is one of those American Euro things. I can't do the date thing that way. 31 March 1979. Just March 31st, 1979 just sounds so much more like, just, I don't know, just sounds like it's the right way. The numbers are at the back part. This version introduced the uprated 492 kW kilowatt aerial 1C turboshafts, a retractable tricycle undercarriage, enlarged tail surfaces, and revised transmission, main rotor mass fairing, and engine cowlings. The aircraft initial MTOW of 3,850 kilograms was later raised to 4,000 kilograms. Deliveries of the production model began in 1982. Okay, so I think I'm not wrong in saying this is the French Air Force markings. Is that right? That is French. That's the French roundel, I believe. I'm really bad about those things, so people who watch my videos know. Okay, so right off the bat, opening the box, we can see we've got one large sprue here with the main heli fuselage, both parts, or both sides, are two-sided. And we've got some instrumentation detail. Is very nice, actually, in the center console, or the upper console. Could be the upper, or yeah, it's probably the upper console, upper instrument cluster above their heads. And then we've got, and there will be photos after I do kind of the unboxing portion. So if you want to see photos, you can skip ahead if you'd like. But so we've got seats, and quite a few of them actually, and they include the upper and lower kind of canvas covered or cushioned areas, as well as the lower probably steel components that they're mounted onto. And then this piece includes lots of just detail parts, nothing really specific that I'm seeing in here, but yeah, many detail parts. And this includes some of the, I think, the engine cowlings or some of the vertical or horizontal stabilizer bits. The rear tail rotor, I believe, is what that is. And again, moving on, we've got some of the internal mechanical bits here. The detail looks really nice. There's no flash. Let me go ahead and open some of these. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any type of production issues, which, you know, Trumpeter has come a pretty good way from, you know, its early days, and the consistency of their production is consistent. I mean, it's always generally good these days. So I don't think you have too much to worry about. There is a different. Speaking of that top console bit, this piece actually has a obviously different version of it, I believe, unless it's a second one. I'm not sure why it would have two. Maybe there's one above each. No, that doesn't make sense. Let me just compare the two here. Was that on the original? It was on the original piece, wasn't it? They look very similar. Oh, one has more of a flaring. Maybe they are. Maybe they are in two different areas. I mean, they look so alike. It must be a different piece, I'm guessing. So I'm not sure they've released a similar kit to this in the past. Maybe they have. I'm not aware of it, but it could very well be. This is a follow-up, a variant release. The rotors themselves, which look very thin, very nice. It's almost some translucency on some of these, like, you know, parts where they're tapering down to nothing. So that's very nicely done, very smooth. Again, not seeing any push pin, any kind of issues really. So, and then this last piece, which again looks like more instrumentation kind of bits and bobs. Here there's a little cluster of such stuff, and then this one looks more like might be the center piece area. Some foot pedals maybe. Yeah, very nice. Here are the decal sets. So there is just the one country decal option here. Sure, you could get some other aftermarket potential if they're not out now. They may be out. This kit, I believe, came out a month or two ago. So does look like it has a lot of small, very small markings in here. So for a 1/35th scale, that's quite impressive in terms of just the size of the decals. Here's some of the clear. Some people probably, I don't hear get a lot of comments about this, but probably a lot of people go, well, why didn't you like take all this stuff out in advance of, you know, doing this? Da, da, da. Well, that's not really the point of the video, and I realize right now you can't see diddly squat, can you, because of the glare. Here, let me put this on a backing or something. But anyways, the reason I do it this way isn't because, well, one of the reasons I do it is just to save time. But the other reason is simply because I'm trying to let people see the kit as it's packaged and so forth too. It's not just about the kit itself. It's more about like the whole thing, what you're buying and how it's coming to you and so forth. Looking at this glass, it does look really good. I am seeing just some minor kind of distortion-y things, but, you know, not to any point I think people would probably be concerned. So this one has additional pieces. There's just some kind of, I'm not sure how to describe it. It kind of has that fuel look, you know, where you sometimes get kind of a, you know, like a multicolor prism-y effect. And it may just be the lighting, because I have some, you know, natural light coming through this window, so there is some kind of, oh, that was just a minor piece of plastic that was just laying on there. So that looks good. And this one we have, I think, additional seat parts. And this is obviously some structural bits, these U's, whatever they're, probably for building up structure on the inside maybe. And then this is some kind of, yeah, another, again, an interior cabin. This is the interior cabin floor, I think. So there's some nice detail, like in these I'm not sure if those are wheel well areas. Maybe this is the floor, and then this is going down to the wheel wells. So quite a bit of brass photo etch here. Got here. Let me just quickly shift back to this. We've got. This is probably where I make people cringe. No, don't bend the photo etch. Got to be a better way to do this for them, for the manufacturers. So we've got some safety belts. So there's some of the safety belts. And again, there's going to be photos of these as well. So, and there's some other little grating and other little toolboxes or boxes. Here's another one of the safety belts. So it's actually there's 3, 4, 5 of those, 6, 7. So that accounts for all the photo etch. Mostly safety belts. And lastly, I'm just going to pull out the fuselage just so I can get a better, closer look at it. I apologize if the video on this was a little messy at the beginning or screwed up. But I had it on some manual settings and didn't realize it. So again, it's kind of hard if I'm trying to do the as I opened it from the box, only to then have to redo all that without the same type of effect. All right, so looking at the fuselage, looks very nice. There are some small, very fine detail here. I can probably get the camera to focus in on that. Yep, there we go. And so there is a nice riveting. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Maybe not. Maybe pushing my luck on the other one. But there is some nice rivet detail. Quite a bit of additional plastic. Not sure the technical term, but obviously it's where the plastic goes to kind of create these little fill areas, as well as additional structure here, so to provide support for these pieces, so they can be pulled out of the mold and not break. But it looks like it pretty easy to get all those out of there and clean it up. And of course, here's where all the glass is going in the various parts. So looks pretty impressive. So take a look at the photos, and we'll come back and talk about it some more. Alrighty, well, I hope you enjoyed the photos and unboxing of the new Trumpeter AS365-N2 Dolphin 2. Looks like a pretty cool helicopter in terms of just aesthetically and so forth. And I'm sure it'll be for the heli fans out there, or the helo fans, depending on which version you use, or the helicopter fans, or the helocopter fans. There are people who say helocopter. So I'm sure this will be one that they'll be interested in. I'd like to thank Stevens International for sending us this sample, and this will also be available for a more in-depth review, inbox, or build. In fact, I might have it set up as a build. I'm not sure. You can check our sample sheet. The link is on the homepage. If it's been assigned or not, it'll be out there. And please comment and rate the video if you have a moment to let us know what you think of it and if it's something you'd be interested in. And we'll see you next time on Cracking the Box.